Hello everybody. So today we're going to begin with next unit, and that will be the continuing unit. Sorry about that. So that will be continuing unit from chapter 7, second part, 7.3, 7.4 and 7.5. So what we're going to discuss here will be solving linear systems. We already discussed solving linear systems by graphing and substitution method. Now we're going to discuss elimination method and some types of solving systems, different types of solving system. They're known as special types as well. So here's the first thing. Today we will discuss how to solve linear systems by adding or subtracting using elimination method. So first I want you to look over here. So remember, on the left side I have the practice assignment written for you. So once we're done with the video, next thing you have to do is to complete the worksheet 7.3. It says solving linear systems by elimination. So what is the opposite? We have given different terms, and you will say what will be the opposite of these terms. If I have positive 4, the opposite of positive 4 will be negative 4. If I have negative 2x, opposite of negative 2x will be positive 2x. If I have 5y, opposite of that will be negative 5y. If we have negative 8, then the opposite will be positive 8. So those are the opposite of the terms. Opposite normally stays for plus sign and minus sign. Now, let's take a look of system. We have this system. 2x plus 3y equals 11, and negative 2x plus 5y equals 13. First thing, when you have given system like that, I want you to look at the terms in the system. Make sure they're aligned in the same order. So we begin with x terms, then we have y terms, and then we have some numbers. Once both equations are aligned the same, then look at the x and y terms and see which two have the same number with the opposite sign. So the two terms with the same number and the opposite sign will be x terms. So let's go ahead and write this here. 2x plus 3y equals 11, and negative 2x plus 5y equals 13. So what the elimination method stays for? We're going to add those two equations. So we will draw a line and we'll start adding just like you add 78 plus 11. So you add each one of the numbers, right? So let's focus on the system. If I use addition sign here, I need to add those two, I need to add those two as well. So 2x and negative 2x, those two will cancel and we will get 0 here. Then we have 3y plus 5y, which is 8y, equals to 11 plus 13 is 24. So 0 plus 8y is just 8y equals 24. We're solving for y, so we will divide by 8 both sides, and y equals 3. Remember, when we are looking for solution of the system, the solution is always a coordinates of points x and y. So in this case, we just got what y coordinate is, and y coordinate equals 3. Now you can choose any one of those two equations to substitute y with 3 and solve for x. It doesn't matter which one of those two equations. Let's pick the first one. So if I want to continue in working with 2x plus 3y equals 11, we're going to substitute y for variable y, and we'll put number 3 here. So 2x plus 3 times y equals 3 is whole thing equal to 11. Now the reason we're doing this is because we want to solve for variable x. We want to know what the x coordinate here for the solution will be equal to. So 2x, 3 times 3 is 9, plus 9 equals 11. To solve for x, we need to subtract 9 from both sides, so we will get 2x equals 11 minus 9 is 2. Final step, we will divide by 2, so x is 2 over 2, or this is 1. So x is 1, y is 3 will be the solution for this example. Alright, so let's take another one, another one. And if you look at all the steps, just think about it. We learned already how to solve equations for unknown variables. So the new part is only here, adding today or subtracting equations. Once you're done adding or subtracting the equation, then you just need to solve the equation for the variable. That's all what you need to do, and substitute back to the one of the original two equations and find the final answer. So let's do the same thing with the second example. Next example. We have given 4x minus 3y equals 5 and negative 2x plus 3y equals negative 7. So draw a line, this will be your addition or subtraction line, and look at the terms. We have x terms in one column, y terms in the second, and the numbers in third. So between x and y, looks like y terms are the one we wanna work with or cancel first, because one is negative, one is positive. So we are adding here, this will be addition, 4x plus negative 2, or 4 minus 2 will give you 2x. Then we will have plus 0 because this cancel. That will be equal to 5 minus 7 is negative 2. Alright, well, 2x plus 0 is just 2x equals negative 2. Divide by 2 both, x equals negative 1. That will be my first solution for this system, x negative 1. Then we'll pick one of those two. Let's say first equation, easy to remember, 4x minus 3y equals 5. So we're gonna substitute this x right here, and we'll say 4 times x is negative 1 minus 3y equals 5. Once we substitute, we will have only one unknown variable, and we're solving the equation for that variable. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4 minus 3y equals 5. Then plus 4 on each side, those two cancel. Negative 3y is equal 9. One more step is to divide by negative 3, so y equals negative 3 will be my second part of the final answer. So the solution for this system is x negative 1, y negative 3. So those are the cases when we have this opposite variable terms and they're easy to cancel. Now I want to show you how do we solve systems when we have the terms with the same sign. So for example, number 3. If I write this system 7x minus 2y equals 5 and 7x minus 3y equals 4 and want to solve this system, I will start checking the position of the variables and terms. So x terms in one column, y terms, and then the numbers. It looks like each one of this column works well. Now what you notice is this is positive and this one is also positive. They are the same numbers, but their sign is the same. So in order to make it opposite, we will subtract those. And when you subtract those two, you have to subtract those and you gotta subtract those. So we subtract every single column. So 7x minus 7x is 0. Then we have negative 2y minus negative 3. So I really want you to pay attention to this and be very careful, because when we have two negative signs, they change to plus. One thing. Also, if you're using calculator, you gotta plug in negative 2 minus negative 3. This will give you plus 1y equals 2. And then we have 5 minus 4, which is 1. So this whole thing stays for 1y, or just y equals 1. So that will be my second half of the solution, y is 1. Now we're gonna pick this first equation, 7x minus 2y equals 5, and we'll substitute y up here with number 1. So the equation now becomes 7x minus 2 times 1 equals 5. 7x, negative 2 times 1 is negative 2 equals 5. Then plus 2 each side, 7x equals 7. Divide by 7. So x is also 1. X is 1, y is 1. The solution of this represents that if we substitute x and y with 1 in both equations, they both will be true statement. So if we have a true statement, left side of the equation is equal to the right side of the equation, that is what we're looking for. And remember, when we have a system, both equations must be true statement. Otherwise, the solution would not work. One last example, and this one has 16y minus 3x equals 33, 11y minus 3x equals 18. Alright, well, those are y terms, x terms, and numbers. X terms are the ones we are going to use because they both have the same number, they both have the same negative sign. So again, since both have the same sign, we're using subtraction method here. So we will minus those two, we will minus those two, we will minus those two. 16 minus 11 gives us 5y. Negative 3 with the two negatives changed to plus, plus 3x will cancel. We have plus 0 equals to 33 minus 18 is equal to 15. Solve the equation, 5y equals 15. Divide by 5 each side, y equals 3. Then, once we have the first half of the solution, 3, we're gonna go and use again first equation, could be second, well, let's use the second equation this time. 11y minus 3x equals 18. We'll substitute 3 for y, so 11 times 3 minus 3x equals 18. 11 times 3 is 33 minus 3x equals 18. Solving the equation for x, minus 33 minus 33 both sides, so we get negative 3x equals 18 minus 33 will be negative 15. Then we'll divide by negative 3, so x equals positive 5 will be my final part, and we'll end with this, the solutions. Alright, well, that's all for this video. Have a great day, everybody. Let me know if you have any questions, and we will do some discussion boards on Schoology as well. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video.